Hi, I'm Matt from hockeyreviews.ca, and this is the Sniper Skin Wrap grip review. I've used it for about 15 skates now, so I'm ready to actually review it. So, unlike some other people on Mod Squad who had issues with their ring falling off, I did not. It's still there, it's still snug, doesn't really fall off. Like, I've played with it and have no issues there, so that's pretty good. I've noticed no wear at all in terms of the actual grip. Hopefully you can see that. Now when you're looking at it off the camera, you can kind of see it looks like when plastic stretches and is going towards a breaking point, but I don't really feel this is coming anywhere close to actually breaking. So it's doing a pretty good job there. None of the holes have started to stretch or anything like that from different from how I actually put it on. So everything is good in that sense. Now, the one thing for my personal preference, I like grips that are a bit thicker. So I can't really show this just the way the camera's shaped, but let me try this. It's hard working with a full stick here. Yeah, I can't wrap this around, but this is pretty thin as it is, so it's not much give there. And in my personal preference, well, this is pretty thin as well. It just feels like it has a little bit of cushioning. This is a tacki-mac, by the way. That feels like it has a bit of cushioning to it, and I just kind of like that feeling a bit better. The other thing here is that this is pretty slippery in itself. So let me grab my glove. So it's actually not that grippy. As you can see, the stick is grippier than the actual grip itself, and that isn't a huge issue, because that's kind of what the knob does and everything. I never felt my hand really slipping, but it's just for personal preference. I like something with a bit of a tackier feel. That doesn't mean this is a bad grip or bad product. It's just, again, personal preference. I kind of wish that this grip felt more like the Sniper Skin 3 blade I used, which was a little softer to the touch, and it almost felt like it had a coating on it that made it a bit grippier. And I think that would actually be almost a better material to use than this for the grip itself. I do like the customization options. It's always nice. You can get your name and number put on there. And I also like how you can customize it in terms of the ring. And I really like this foam wrap. So let's see if I can get this to zoom in here. Does it work? So this foam sheet, sorry about that. So you can wrap it around the actual grip like I showed in the initial video. I feel like that's a big benefit that they don't really advertise enough, is that you can make this thicker and to give it a bit of cushion to it. Now, when I mentioned a little earlier I like a little bit of cushion, but this was a little bit too much for my liking, and because I'm used to just a plain tacki-mac, I didn't want to put the cushion in here and kind of change my opinion on the stick I'm using. And just like how the feel is, because I think it would be too big of a difference, because this is really soft and it's really nice. Like I said, this is a great addition. But I think they should definitely promote this more, that you can wrap it to actually cushion the top of your hand. And I think that they should actually include it for their goalie grips that go on the paddle. So where the paddle is, you can put one of these grips on it, so it instead of tape. And if you could add this material to it instead of the rings, then that would give you a thicker like shaft, and that's what some goalies want, where they tape it up bigger. I think Ben Bishop's a guy who does that, and this would be a great alternative to that because it's soft, it has a bit of give, it would give you vibration dampening. So this is a good idea there. So I do like that. Now the aesthetics of it are pretty bad because I screwed up, so I can't give them any issue with that. That's just on me. I kind of wish that there is a way to integrate the actual top of the wrap itself with whatever it is so it doesn't overhang. Because when I was playing, I did feel it a couple times, and like sometimes your hand overlaps and it felt it. It was kind of awkward. It wasn't like a big issue really, but it is just, like I said, a little awkward. But that's not a huge problem. So durability is great. Performance is pretty good. I just like a little grippier material and like a little softer material, but the customizations, everything are pretty good on it too. For $14, it's not bad. It kind of sucks that it's not reusable, but I do give them, because of the customization abilities with having your name or like a word written on there, and as well as having the rings and the foam piece, then that's a pretty big bonus. It is slightly annoying to put on in terms of you need a kettle and hot water, but that's what it is. I think this is a better deal than $30 butt ends. But I still am going to fall back to my tacki-mac just because I like how they feel better. But I think this is a good alternative if you're looking for something else. Personally, I think that I like the height of this ring or rubber piece here, but I wish it was a bit thicker, because as you can see how like the tacki-macs, and that's my ideal like length right there, is because my hand does overwrap it a bit, but because there isn't a huge amount there, and because of how long it is, it's more gradual and it's not as like abrupt against a wall. Again, this is all just personal preference because I know tape jobs are very personal. So I would recommend this sniper skin if you are looking for a permanent grip to protect your palms. I haven't seen any wear at all on my palms while using this, which is a huge bonus. And the durability has been pretty good so far. And by pretty good, I mean there hasn't been a sign of wear. So that's a great thing. Yeah, so if you're looking for a more customizable like tacki-mac or a cheaper butt ends with more customizable options, this is something to look at. So I definitely check them out there. And like, just even if I try to I don't have the problems with the top part falling off. Like I'm pushed pretty hard, nothing's coming. So it's sticking on there pretty good. So that's, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's just I prefer my tacki-mac more. I'm gonna just cut it off now just because I'm done with it. So let's just do that. And again, thanks to Sniper Skin for sending these to me to review. Okay, so cut and just rip. I don't want to cut closer to my stick just because I don't want to scratch my stick. I know it's a hockey stick, it gets scratched, but it's just personal preference. Now this is harder to get off than my blade was, but again, I'm trying to be really nice to my stick. Actually, let's do this. Okay, there we go. Once you get the seam, you just pull. And there we go. So really quick, before we go, we're gonna look at how much this weighs. And for comparison, so tacki-mac is 25, that off, and 19 without the rubber, 20 without the rubber, 26 with the rubber. So it's about the same. 27 with the rubber. So yeah, so it's about the same. It's not heavy or anything like that. I don't think it really affects the balance of the stick. It does a pretty good job. I actually think the inside might be a little grippier than the outside, which again, I would like a little bit of a grippier material, but it's not bad. So yeah, so check this out if you are looking for a different like alternative to a tacki-mac with more customizable options. And if you're looking for an alternative tape, because these really don't eat your gloves up and tape does. So yes, check these out if that's what you're looking for. Thank you for watching. And I hate doing this, but remember to like the video, subscribe to me on YouTube, check out my Twitter, follow me there, and on Instagram. Just helps me getting more stuff to do reviews for. So thank you very much, and take it easy.